Starting off the trip on a nice cool fall day here. I'm super excited to be out here today. I love the fall, it's my favorite time of year, and to be doing a canoe trip right now with these beautiful colors is just extraordinary, and I cannot wait to see what comes the rest of these 3 days. I have two goals in mind. One is just to enjoy the beautiful fall scenery out here in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, and the second is to catch a muskie. So let's go. It's quite windy here today. A good thing I don't have a lot of paddling to do, so we'll be fine. But man, it's kicking it. It's like I got a trolling motor. I don't even have to paddle. Oh my goodness. This is insane. I'm gonna call this camp for the next 2 nights, camping on this nice island here. And it is a beautiful sight. Super stoked to be here. And I just got my weather forecast on my Garmin, and it is currently 43 degrees, feels like 33. But it's gonna get down to 36 tonight, but the wind is only gonna calm down. And it's gonna be pretty nice tomorrow wind-wise. So pretty stoked about that. And let's set up camp, and I'm hungry. Just bought a new sleeping bag for this trip. It's a 15-degree rated one. So we're gonna try it out tonight at 30 some degrees and see how it feels. Hopefully, I'm nice and toasty. This is some venison jerky that I made in a dehydrator. This one's a little tough, but it still tastes good. I made this from the venison roast, because I didn't know what else to do with it. Pretty good. And then some fresh strawberries. Oh, this is a treat. Strawberries are my favorite fruit of all time. So thanks for these, Corey. I know you're watching. Anyways, fueling up with a little snack. And then I might try to do some fishing, but with this wind, I don't really know how that's gonna go. But we're gonna try anyways. As much as I hate to say it, I'm not gonna go fishing tonight. It is insanely windy, and I don't really feel like dealing with all that right now. So we're just gonna chill back at camp, start a fire, cook up some good food, and call it a day early today. It's been raining on and off for the past hour. I don't even know when it's supposed to stop, but hopefully soon, because I'm trying to go start a fire. And in case you guys didn't know, water and fire don't get along too well. Yeah, you can see that wood is very spongy and soft. It's all rotten. That's no good. Now that feels a lot better, and so does this piece right here. Now this wood is absolutely soaking wet. Oh boy. Got a pile of nice dry wood there. And I cut up the wet wood super thin, and I'm gonna try to dry it out. Arguably one of the best fire starters ever. Birch bark, and there's no shortage of birch trees here, that's for sure. So for some reason my camera went into slow motion mode, which means no audio was recorded for these next clips, so I'm going to do my best to voice over as to what I was saying. At this point I started to cook my potato, so I just punctured a few holes in it, threw a chunk of butter, wrapped it in tin foil, and threw it in the fire. Now dinner was done. I had some venison tenderloin and my baked potato, and oh my goodness, this was absolutely amazing. I was saying how good it tasted, how buttery and just perfectly cooked it was, because I'm just a master chef, of course, but everything tasted amazing, and this was such a good treat to have out in the backcountry. Good morning. Cool, crisp 33 degrees this morning. Feeling good. Feeling good. Coffee and oats, beautiful sunrise. Doesn't get much better than this. It is an absolutely gorgeous day out here today. Perfect day for fishing. I'm gonna start off fishing for bass because I want to get the skunk out of the boat, and then we'll switch over to muskie. And tomorrow is actually the full moon, so that was gonna be like my muskie day, because apparently the full moon and muskie, they like each other. I don't really know why and or what that does, but I've heard about it before. So since it is the full moon, that's why I planned to come here on the full moon. Oh my gosh, there was just a whole host of events that happened off camera. On the back cast of my crankbait, I hooked my other rod and flung it into the water. And it started sinking. Before I got over there, it was already sunk, and I was like, no way, I just dumped the $200 combo in the lake. And I just set out my muskie bait and just let it drift on the bottom, and I actually snagged it, and I got my rod back. There's no way that just happened. I don't even know how I found it, but I just casted this in random areas, and I hooked it. Oh goodness. I'm happy I got that combo back though. I thought it was gone forever. Anyways, I'm gonna take that as my sign to start muskie fishing, because I don't know. I just feel like it's a good sign to do that. And also I'm not catching any bass. So if I'm gonna be fishing and catching nothing, I'd rather it be for muskie, because then I have more of an excuse if I don't catch anything. It's like, oh, I'm just muskie fishing. Like, you don't really ever expect to catch a muskie. Literally made one cast with my crank, and we got a little LMB. Come here, buddy. Let's go. First fish of the trip. Beautiful little largemouth on the red lipless crank. I'm telling you, red is just the color this time of year. Look at the way he ate that thing. Love to see it. See you later, bud. Just pulled off on the shore here because I found some pretty good wood, and I'm gonna take it back to camp so I have some more firewood for the rest of the day. That's a good find. I'm gonna start breaking this thing up. On the menu for lunch, pizza. This is a specialty recipe by Xander Budnick. And man, is it good. Sitting by a campfire with a nice chilly breeze, with the beautiful fall colors around you. It literally just brings my heart so much joy. Favorite time of year by far, and it's just so much peace. Got my socks and boots drying off over here, trying not to burn the hole in them. So I think I have it far enough away. Fishing round 2 of the day. Hopefully we can catch some more bass and preferably a muskie. But we'll see how that goes. Man, it is getting hot out right now. Holy crap, this sun is killing me. Anyways, I have a Ned rig on. I'm gonna try something a little bit more finesse, see if that works. If not, I'm just going back for muskie. Oh, that's a fish. Yup, on the Ned rig. Come here, dude. Oh boy, don't get stuck in those lily pads. He's stuck in the lily pads. He's out, he's out, he's out. Another little LMB. Beautiful little fish. See you later, buddy. Don't ask me how. I don't know. Nice little bluegill on the Ned rig. See you later, bud. Now, if he was a little bit bigger, that would be a nice meal. Because bluegill is actually one of my favorite fish to eat, I am not going to lie. They're super tasty. Enough messing around. Let's try to fish for muskie again, since that is the whole reason I came out to this lake, because it has muskie. So I might as well fish for him. You know, I'm kind of finding it hard to believe that they ever stocked muskie in here. I don't think so. It definitely doesn't have to do with the fact that I have zero idea what I'm doing. Couldn't be it. There's clearly just no muskie in here, you know? But it's the full moon tomorrow, so clearly they're just waiting for the full moon until they're gonna bite. That's just what it is. Oh, this fire feels so good. It's getting a little nippy now. And I got something nice planned for dinner. Gonna do another pizza, but this time with some SpaghettiOs and meatballs so that I can dip the pizza in the sauce. I think it'll taste good. The moment we've been waiting for. Oh yeah, that's amazing. This fire is getting hot though. Much needed after your average day of muskie fishing, which is catching nothing. Or at least my average day of muskie fishing. Some of you guys might actually be good at it. This is a terrible spot to sit. Anyways, got a nice hot cup of nice cup of hot chocolate. Oh man, does that hit the spot. Whew. I'm gonna move. Yeah. Cool, crisp 30 degrees right now, but the full moon is out. And it was supposed to peak at like 7:30 this morning, and it's about 7:20. So hopefully at 7:30, I get a muskie to bite. Whatever that means. I don't know, but it looks pretty cool, the full moon. So it's a cool sight anyway, but it's our last shot at catching a muskie. It's a beautiful morning out here. Glass calm. It's quite nice. It'd be more nice if I caught a muskie though. But regardless, still quite beautiful. It always amazes me how much noise squirrels can make while running on the ground. Like I'm thinking of bears running through the woods and then it's just a tiny little squirrel. Oh boy. Can you just... Dang squirrels, man. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. It was so cold out there this morning. I don't know what it was, but it had to be below freezing. It was frigid. But anyways, this fire feels good. And we're gonna cook up some breakfast. Pancakes, slice of pumpkin bread, and some fresh coffee. Really don't get much better than this. Oh yeah. And pumpkin bread in the fall. So dang good. Everything's packed up. Gonna try to do a little bit more fishing before I head on out of here. Hopefully we can catch something. I'm kind of just going for bass right now. I just wanna feel the tug, you know? Just wanna catch something. So today's Bible verse is coming from Psalm chapter 20, verse 7 and 8 and 9. It says, "Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord our God. They collapse and fall, but we rise and stand upright. O Lord, save the King. May he answer us when we call." And that just hit me a lot, because so often, so many of us in this world, like, put our trust in something else. Like, oh, when I get this, I'll be happy. When I get this, then I'll feel this way. When I get that job, when I have this amount of money, when I finally meet the person that I'm gonna marry, always when these things happen, then I'll be happy, or then I'll feel some joy, or then my life will start to come together. But it's just like, all those things are of this world. Not like all those things are bad things in a sense, but if you put your trust and your faith in the hope that comes within Jesus Christ, then, like, no matter what happens in your life or what happens around you, you will be able to stand firm on the joy of the Lord, and nothing will ever, like, shake you, no matter how bad things may go, or maybe you won't get the things that you want to get, but, like, none of that will matter, because your hope and your trust is in the Lord. That has never moved or never shaken. So that is super powerful. It's just like to find your joy in the Lord and put your trust into that, because that's something that's never going to change, and that's something no one can take away from you. So hope that stuck with some of y'all, and let's go catch a bass. Well, here ends my trip out here on this island for 3 days. Unfortunately, no muskie were caught, but a good time was caught, and that's what I really came out here for, was just to experience all the beautiful fall colors in a nice canoe trip before it gets too cold and these lakes begin to ice over. Hopefully that happens this year, because last year it was kind of buns for ice fishing. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as I did, and as always, folks, see ya! That one's for you, Alex. You better be watching. I expect a comment about it if you are watching. And if you don't comment, then you don't watch the videos, and I'm gonna nag you about it. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. Can somebody come and save me? I just wanna know. I wanna know.